Welcome back. Are we recording? We are indeed. Okay, back to 3ds Max. Just for the sake of it, let's go ahead and bring in the diffuse into here as well, so we can at least see the character. Really don't need to do this, but just because, why not? That's our character. Of course, as you can see in 3ds Max, it doesn't look as good as it does in Unreal Engine, and that's mainly due to the fact that in Unreal Engine it has better lighting and everything's calculated, so it just looks better, if you like. Okay, excellent. Right, so next what we are going to do is go ahead and rig this character. It has a low topology, except the shoes. I mean, that's horrible. It doesn't need all that. I could probably get rid of some of those. Should I? I probably should, but I won't, because I don't have time. It's 7:30 and I'm still at work. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to bones. The main part of the character is usually at the hip. If it did have a hip, it would be here. I have not studied the anatomy of a turtle, so I'm not really good at this, but I'm going to automatically assume that well, I mean, the shell is not supposed to rotate, but because it's a cartoony character, we don't mind. We'll rotate it. So actually, let's go ahead and delete that all the time. In fact, what I'll do is I'll right-click, go to Object Properties, and then I will say Show Frozen in Gray, Don't, and I will say Alt-X, and in fact, I wouldn't say Alt-X. You know what I will do? I'll go here, and I'll go back, and I'll go to Opacity, and I will change the opacity to something really, really low. There you go, that'll do, and that's fine. And then what I'll do, I would say Freeze Selection, and then I would go and create the bone. So I would say from there to, let's say, there to there to there, and then I would stop that there, and then I would go again from here to the neck. We don't want to overcomplicate things, so we want to stick with something really nice and simple. So that'll do for the neck, and that's going to be for the eye, for the head. And then what I'm going to do is to go ahead and create one for the legs. So there, there, and there, and there, I guess. And what I am going to do is go ahead and go to Animation, Bone, Edit Tool, Bone Tools, turn that on, move this, oops, sorry, turn that off, move that over here, so let's look at this from the front view. Let's move this into place, turn that back on, and then pivot. I'll align that to that. Align is this tool here, Alt A is the shortcut, and I can select the whole thing and mirror it and say OK, and then select the whole thing here and here, and move all of that, turn that off, move all of that to around here. This is such an awful anatomy I've made here. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that side, and I will put that over there, and I will double click on this and mirror it over there and press OK. And then of course these two have to be linked to the main bone, and these two probably should be linked to that over there. I want to select, I'm going to unfreeze all now, select that, and go ahead. What I might do is reset X1 before I start rigging it. Skin, and I'm going to say not that yet, add. I'm going to go ahead, oops, don't need you right now, bring it here, and I'm going to say display, expand all, and I'm going to select the first one and go ahead and select the last one and say select, all of them should be added. I should have named these, I didn't, that's because I'm lazy, and that will come back for nothing but to hunt me. Now this is where this is getting really annoying, so I'm going to go ahead and change the bitmap to just bitmap, to not just bitmap, yeah, just nothing, just turn that off. Okay, look, so what I'll do is turn this high as well. So let's have a look who's controlling who. Okay, so let's go ahead and select this. This should control the entire, go to vert mode, the entire back here. And I'm going to say, I need to go ahead and get my wrench. I'm going to say 1 to this over here. But actually for these ones, could I get a loop here, please? Does that go all the way around, across, etc.? Okay, excellent. What I'll do, I will go ahead and choose 75 there, and I will give the 25 to these. Then I would go and select same one again. Select these two, get a loop. I would say 50 to him and 50 to him. Now I think there's some other one that's taking some control. So what I'll do is I'll go to advanced and I will say remove 0 weight. And on this one, I really shouldn't do this, but I will say 0.9 to you and 0.1 to you, and remove 0. And then we'll continue over here. Let's loop this and select this bone and say 75 for you and 25 for you, and remove 0. And for this loop, I will say 50 for you, 50 for you, and guess what? Oh, there's something else in charge. That guy, 0. Okay, 50 for this, 50 for that, remove 0. And here I will go ahead and select these and loop that as well. Over here I will say 75 for you, 25 for you, 0 for you, 75 for you, and remove 0. Now here we don't get a loop, I believe, because of this thing here, but that doesn't matter because all of this should probably now move with just, actually what I'll do is hold on one at a time. So loop that, loop this, give that to this guy, loop that, give him 1, select all of this and all of that, all of this and this and this and this and this, and say 1, and this as well, 1, include actually all of that, really 1 for you. You can have all of it. Okay, so you can have what you have, plus over here I'll set these to 0.5 for you, 0.5 for you, and remove 0. And for you, you can have 100% of this, 100% of this, and this one you can share between yourself. So 0.5 for you, 0.5 for you, and remove 0. You can have these, all of that one, because there's actually nothing else up here. So because of that, we'll say you can have 100% of that as well as okay, let's go ahead and select that, this, 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 and 0.5 for you. In fact, I would go back and I would just grow that one more time. Would I? No, it's fine. So 0.5 for you and 0.5 for you, and remove zeros. Now for the head bone, I'm just going to have a very simple rig. So I will say 1 for you only, and remove 0. 1 for you, remove 0. 1 for you, and remove 0. Okay. Now then we have to do the legs. So select that guy. why is this bone selecting anything here? So that should say 0 and then remove 0. Okay. Okay, so the leg here should go ahead and I should go here. In fact, I should go and select that, them ones and that. And on the left hand side, I should say grow 1. And then what I will do, we'll select these ones, but remember that I'm also selecting the other side. I don't want to be affecting that, so I have to go back and check that. 0.5 to you and 0.5 to you, and remove whoever is 0. Then the rest works fine until it comes here, and so that one comes there. Now here is a little bit tricky. We could loop that and say 0.5 to you, 0.5 to you, and remove anybody is 0. Here, we could loop that again. I will say 0.1 to you, no, sorry, 0.9 to you, 0.1 to you, and remove 0. And everything else that's there, you can have them. Almost everything. Okay, so that comes here until it goes there. So all of that is yours. But this, ooh, damn it! I've been making a mistake, and that is the fact that I have not been changing my other view to check what's on the other side, which is not very good. It's fine. We're gonna fix that as well. So here. I want to say 0.5 and 0.5. Oops. 0. 0.5. 0.5. And then everything else you can have it. This is horrible because I haven't even checked any of the bones to see how they function. So that is, hopefully, it's a very good approach, but we can hope that it will somehow function. So let's go ahead and select those vertices, and let's go ahead and deselect the other vertices and select the relevant bone, which would be this one. Again, why do you have anything covered? You should have nothing, at least over here, covered. So 0, and then remove 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and select the bone that we already have, which is good, and then let's go ahead and select those vertices and deselect them from the other side. Oopsie. Let's go ahead and because that's over there, this is gonna function so bad. So I'm just gonna grow that from there and assign it to that. Everything else that follows across, I will give 75% to him and 25% to you, because this is just horrible, to be honest. And I'm being honest. Okay, so let's select this, say, so that's fine. This part you can have, and you can have this, and you can have 1. And the next row, which is this one, again, just like the front one, loop this, not 5 to you, oops, not 5 to you, and remove 0. And here you can have all of this up to there, just 1% for you, except the other side. 1% to you, and loop this and say 0.5 to you, 0.5 to you, and remove 0. And the rest I'll just give to this guy because I'm very, very lazy, and this is just for demonstration purposes. Anyway, Forgot to select the other side. Doesn't matter. Okay, and you definitely should not be controlling any of these. Just make sure that these bones don't control anything on the top. Oh, see, that should not be controlling that. So 0. And remove 0. Okay. What about this leg? So that one, this line, that one. No, select the bone. There you see, that should not be affecting that. That's all. Are we still recording? Yes, we are. 15 minutes. Okay, so 15 minutes, and I'm hoping its animations are done. So let's go ahead and object properties and freeze it. And I will bring down the opacity of it. Ah, see, that is not supposed to be controlling that. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Anyways, oops. On freeze all, select that, and let's go to material, bring back the opacity. Let's go to front, and let's go here and go to the mirror mode and say paste green to blue bones. Okay, doke. Hopefully that worked. Let's have a look. It actually did not do that. Nope. Oh, I know why, because that's not. Oh, I see. Okay. That's my bad, because I didn't center that to this. That's no one's fault but mine. That because I was trying to be very lazy. You have to go to mirror mode again, and we have to turn this. Sorry. Is it on? Okay, so let's turn off this. Select those and grow them. Okay, let's go to mirror mode now. And there you go. Now it recognizes it. So that plus there. Okay, that work. Hopefully. God, please. So look. Come on. I think my offset is really off. All of this for no other reason than being lazy. No, I would be better off to go and do this manually again. Why? I mean, sorry, let's just do that again. You can either, skip to the part where I actually I want to pause this. I want to see if I can mirror this, and I'll come back. Right. Okay. I will be honest. It actually took me more than what I was expecting to figure it out, and what I had to do to fix the mirroring, I had to go ahead and save my skin envelopes on a file, reset my X form, come back, load the envelope, and then do the mirror, and it worked. So that's how I got it to work. Anyways, either way, I could make this see-through and a free selection. So now we're just looking at this. We can see that this roughly works fine. We can create some animations with this. I mean, this is still requires a lot of work. I had to sit down and really go through that. The position of the bones, etc., could definitely improve as well. But that will probably suffice for now. The only thing is, I will unfreeze all. Go back to this. Oops. Apparently, there is a vert here somewhere that's been affected by. Let's have a look. This Alt X. No, is my opacity? Why is this? See through object properties. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know why there is there's some bone. Oh, it might be this one actually. No, not there either. Could try this one. I'm sure when I was moving this, something on top was moving as well. Let's try this again. Yeah. Oh, it's on the other side actually. So that one vert is what's giving us the hassle. Let's open up this. Okay, so there's that who's also affecting it as well, that it shouldn't. Okie doke. Which probably means this one has been affected as well. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So let's have a look at the rest of the animation. Object properties. No, sorry. Free selection. There are some really poor errors there. In fact, I should probably animate this a little bit just to see who affects who. Okie doke. So that one seems to be fine. That's fine. That's fine as well. Okay. So let's go unfreeze all. Go back to this and grab this one vert here and go in there. Again, there is a bone somewhere that's affecting this. Them ones are fine. That should not be affecting it, so let's fix that problem. We also have a bit of a problem with the characters over here, really. So let's go see if we can fix that as well. Edit envelopes here. For some really odd reason, I can't get this out of. Put some other material on it. No idea why it's not coming out of. Oh, there you go. Now it wants to work. Okay. Let's do this one more time and edit envelopes and have a look at what we have here. It seems like this bone wants to control a little bit more from here. So let's loop that and let's give him 25 there, and let's loop that and give him 0.1 there. Does that fix it? Sort of. That's again too sharp. Let's loop that and give him 25 there. So slightly smoother. So let's loop that and give 0.1. Let's loop that and give 0.1. And loop that and give 0.1. And of course the other side as well. Loop that, give it 0.1. Okay, that looks much smoother now. So all we have to do is just spend a little tiny bit more time and not rush everything like I have been. Loop that, so that's getting 0.5, 0.25, and loop 0.1. On the other hand, loop and 0.25 for him. And let's. Can I loop all of them in one go? I'm gonna try. Loop. Okay, that did work. God, okay, there we go. And that probably should not be affecting any of these. That's fine. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, much smoother. Let's see if we can pass on the message to the other side as well. Mirror mode. Do that. Okay. And hopefully moving these will also have a fairly smooth effect. Excellent. Right, I think, God, how long did that take? Half an hour. I think the rigging is pretty much done. Okay, if you want to create control systems with, oh, actually there is another point which would be amazing to have is I'm going to hide the mesh itself. I'm going to bring the grid. What I'm going to do is go to bone tools, and I am going to go ahead and pay attention to this because this is actually quite important. I'm going to go to grid point, and I'm going to click from the very center, click and drag anywhere, and then right click to finish it off. Turn snap off. Animation bone tools, we're going to select that very last one and align it to the main bone there. Pivot the, okay, make sure the bone edit tool is on. align that to there. Okie doke. And then what you want to do is go ahead and you could pretty much delete this now if you wanted to. But now this main, what we're considering to be the main bone, should be linked to this bone that comes from the floor, from grid 0, 0. That is our main bone. So this bone is the bone that moves everything around. So whatever we want to do, we can move that, but that bone stays there. Okay, that's very important. Make sure you definitely do that. Oops, and isolation, unhide all. Okay. Oops, that should not be moved. And that functions that way. And that's pretty good. So I'm going to stop the video here. I will do another one for animation as well. See you soon.